It ain't enough for you to fall in love. I want you obsessed, I want you obsessed. I'll take your soul and leave you speechless, looking to nothing less, to nothing less.
Hey, welcome, it's Tay, but you can call me Tay for short. Welcome back to my channel, guys. So first things first, I'm going to clean my skin off with some Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water. Let me just saturate that. Ooh. Just clean off my skin. Y'all, I have this burn on my forehead that is pissing me off. I cannot get it to go lighter. I don't understand what I did. Oh, it looks terrible. All right, now that my skin is clear, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of skin prep. I'm just gonna moisturize my face using this concoction here. And it's just a little pump. You pump it. And I love that. It's not messy. I'm really going to get in there and moisturize because I have really dry skin. And I'm going to let that absorb before I add the next layer. And the next layer is going to be my primer. I can actually feel that penetrating in my skin. It's not like, like a burning sensation kind of, but it feels good. Oh, these under eyes is horrible. So I'm going to prep my lips using just some lip oil from e.l.f. Because the weather's changing and my lips has been truly chapped. While my face is absorbing, I'm going to do my brows. Okay. I'm just going to brush use the end of my tweezer to brush up and comb up my brows. Okay. I like my brows to stand up. Then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. brow soap to tame them. Actually, I'm going to have to use my little angle brush. I'm just going to press that in to lay them hairs down. I love the laminated look, but with a bushy brow. I always love one brow more than the other. Can you guess which is my favorite brow? This one. This milk primer. I usually get the e.l.f. primer. I usually use the e.l.f. primer, but we're going to try the milk one and see if it does what the e.l.f. one do. Okay. The texture is really, it's looser than the actual e.l.f. Brand. about the tackiness. It's not as tacky as the e.l.f. brand. But we're gonna see. We're gonna let that dry. And we're gonna do the tacky test. Alright, let that dry. Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right, and for the brows, I'm going to be going in with my NYX eyebrow pen. Lift and Snatch, I think the name of it is. I'm going to shake it up a little. And I'm going to start to go in and make little strokes. I'm going to extend the tail. Strokes. I'm going to go and do the other one. Don't mind me, guys, looking over this way. I'm using my mirror in case you see me looking in that direction. I'll do my best to keep it out of the Perfect. Alright, now that my primer has set, let's get started with a little color correcting. And what I use for my color correcting is my e.l.f. color correcting and concealer in the color Salmon. And I'm just going to place that right underneath on the areas that I need to color correct. Color correct, you don't need to OD on application of it. Because believe me, a little bit goes a long way. I'm going to actually put that around my mouth area. You just basically put it on all the imperfections that you have on your face. Like me, I'm going to apply that right over top of that burn. Let that sit for a minute, because the longer you let it sit, the more coverage you will get. Okay? Pro tip. Now I'm going to take a concealer brush after I've waited 30 seconds for this to absorb. I'm going to take a concealer brush and start to work that. Just blend that in. Redness that I have around my nose, because my hay fever is really bothering me right now. So I'll start on the outer edges before I actually get into that corner. Do you see the difference? I swear, the older I get, the darker my under eyes get, which is so crazy to me. You want to use tapping motion. You can get in there if you want to. Sometimes I do that because I have wrinkles under my eyes and I want to get the concealer in there good. But then go back in and tap. Okay. Now that my color correcting is on, okay, we're getting somewhere. So we're all prepped, we're all primed. I'm going to spray my face. Another good item I like to use is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop refresher spray. I love that in between layers. So I'm going to just spray. I'm going to let that dry. Let's just go in with my trusty. I'm just going to place some on the back of my hand, and I'm going to mix the two together. Okay. Where's my little mixing bowl? I'm going to take a little paintbrush, and I'm going to mix those two together to make my shade. I'm more of a warm olive tone. There we go. I'm going to place the foundation where I'm going to want that. To put too much under my eyes because I'm going to add concealer as well. And Too much product under your eyes will lead up to cakiness, and I don't want that. So to get a good blend, I'm going to spray my face with the Can't Stop Won't Stop spray again. And I'm going to get to blending, okay? And which brush do I want to use? You could use a beauty blender if you want a sheer coverage. A brush if you want a more natural coverage. I'm going to use a dense flat brush because I want my foundation to stay put where I put it. More on the full coverage side. So as you can see, that is the perfect match for me. Small amount underneath my eyes, and you got to work quickly with this foundation because it dries so fast before you even can blend everything good. So let's get to that forehead. Oh. Why does that look so white at the top? It looks white on camera, guys, but in person it doesn't look this white for some reason. I think because I'm in front of this light. Let's get around these brows. Always go back and add more wherever you need it. You don't need to go in heavy because it might be just a little too much. Okay. I still cannot hide that burn. A little bit more spray. Looking now. So right after that step, I am going to I'm going to prime my lid to create my blank canvas, and I'm going to go in, I'm going to conceal under my eyes as well. I'm going to be using I actually have been liking the Ferrera concealer. It's very forgiving for people who's older, who's more mature, who has more mature skin. And it's a very beautiful shade. It's kind of like salmon, but kind of nudie. And then I also have these. This is by e.l.f. right here. This is the Camo Concealer in Vanilla. And this one is in Tan Sand. I'm going to be going in with Tan Sand, and I'm going to be using this Ferrera one on the outer portion of my eyes. So the placement is going to be, this is going to be for my outer portion of my eye. I'm going to place the concealer everywhere I'm going to need it. take the e.l.f. and Tan Sand, and I'm going to put that right in the inner portion of my eye, and a little bit on the nose. Okay. And again, you can spray your face as many times as you need it for blending purposes. Like I said, this stuff is full coverage and it dries quickly. So what I like to use for my blending, I use a powder puff to do my under eyes. So I'm going to use it dry. All right. So let's go ahead and start to blend that out. You know what? Let's start here. I need the under eye to sit a little bit longer. So you're going to go blend that into your skin. Time for the under eye. Actually, before I blend out, this is the new technique that I'm actually starting to learn. I'm going to actually apply my contour and my blush before I blend out the concealer. Then we're going to go in and blend everything out. I also have these bronzers from NYX, as well as the blush. I'm going to go in with the orange blush today. Okay, so these are blushes from Milk. I'm going to use the orange one since I'm going to be topping it off. No, I'm going to use the pink, so I'm going to be topping it off with the orange one. So this is a stain, actually. I'm going to actually put some on my lips now. It's a stain for your lips and cheeks to give you that natural flushed look. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some blush here. I'm going to bring it all the way up to the highest point of my cheeks. I'm going to go in with some of that pink shade as well on the inner part, like that. But you have to hurry up and blend it because it dries super fast. So I'm going to take my blush brush and actually start to blend that out. And again, this is a stain. Blush on, I'm not going to use cream bronzer. I don't necessarily like to put the cream bronzer on and then powder. So I'm just going to go in and just take, I'm using this one in medium. And I'm just going to bronze up. Sometimes this is not deep enough for me, so I actually have to go in with a deeper shade. that milk blush, it is kind of hard to blend out, but you just gotta work at it. I also put some down here to kind of snatch the face up a little bit. Deepen up my contour, I'm actually going to get another palette. I'm going to use this regular old palette right here. I'm going to use a cool shade in this palette to kind of just deepen up my contour just a little bit. As you can see, you see how that deepened it? Brush the contour up into the blush. Now we're going to go in and blend out the concealer under my eyes and blend it into the blush. Again, using my powder puff, I'm going to start off on the outside. Snatching the nose, I'm going to place this highlight right at the bridge of at the outer portion of my nose. See how that just blended right in with the blush seamlessly? Make sure you get into alright, let's do the other side. To you if you made it this far in the video. After the first 100 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'm thinking maybe a brand new set of makeup brushes. I don't know, a wig or something. I think that'll be fun. Now I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm going to blend everything in so it can be all seamless and you won't have any lines of demarcation on my face. So I'm just going to blend everything in. I'm so thirsty. I need to stop and grab a drink. Here, I'll get everything out. is all blended in, I'm gonna go in with my, and I'm gonna start to set everything. You always start with a pressed powder first. Okay. But first, make sure you blend everything out before you add this powder, girl, because once you put that powder on there, baby, it is stuck, honey, okay? It is stuck, it ain't going nowhere. So let's blend that out real good. I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. I'm gonna rub it, tap it at the back of my hand, and start to work that in until it disappears. Get your smile lines. And you see how that just blurred everything. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. But first, make sure you blend that out. So this is what I would normally call a naked beat. This is what I have this look listed as on my style sheet. So if you want to know what this look is, when you go try to get your makeup done, it will be considered a naked beat. So I'm going to go in with that powder and get that in there ASAP before it starts to crease. Everywhere you highlight it. Okay. Now that you use the pressed powder, I'm going to go in with my blush. I'm going to use 2 shades. I'm going to use my NYX blush, the orange shade. I'm going to use a little pink blush from Maybelline Fit Me. I'm going to go in with the orange first. I love these blushes. It smells so good. And when I tell you it is pigmented, baby, you're gonna get some color, okay? Just gonna put some here. Oh, it smells so good. It kind of smells like chocolate or caramel or something. So good. Like that. Put it right up in there. Pink shade and top it off because it just looks so good. And this pink shade, I like to actually blend it into a little bit under my eye to give it a little color. This is just my 5D mirror. It's like magnifying so I can see up close. is a very flirty daytime look. Now I can show you how to make it nighttime look with just one step. Okay. Alright. Now that I have my blush on, I'm actually going to set my face before I bake. Okay? I normally don't bake, but I've noticed that the baking works out for me if I use pressed powder first, so it doesn't settle into my fine lines. So I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury. Or should I use, you know what, let's stay with milk. Since I use milk primer, I'm gonna go ahead and get my milk setting spray. So these are the ones I have in my kit. I have milk setting spray, and I also have the Milani Make It Last. This is good, honey, because this is a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury, my love. So don't say I ain't put you on. So we're just going to take some of that, and then we're going to get that on there real good. Okay. I'm going to use two different setting sprays. I'm going to go in with the Make It Last when I finish setting, when I finish baking. I also have, this is one of my favorites too, the e.l.f. primer, the Power Grip primer. It leaves like a nice dewy finish, like a nice dewy glow to your skin. So I usually go for this because I have dry looking skin. But I love this look because it makes you look nice and young and supple. Child with the sleek ponytail. Oh, it's just so elegant and timeless. Yeah. So let's put the, no, let's leave that out. No, let's put the Charlotte Tilbury back. All right. Now let that dry. Now while that's drying, I'm gonna work on my eyelid space. You just need a little bit of concealer. Oh, I got something in my eye. Brushes. And I'm just going to blend it out. And this is going to serve as a primer. I'm actually out of eyelid primer, so I'm using concealer. You just need a blank canvas, my love, for the eye shade. The Ferrera concealer in the color Milk. Okay, now that I've blended everything out, I'm going to take my setting powder and I'm actually going to set that concealer. Miss these in-depth makeup tutorials on YouTube? That's how I became a makeup artist. Everybody's attention spans are so, or lack thereof, Everybody's so fast these days, and you don't learn things like that. If I hadn't watched these YouTube videos with people doing makeup tutorials, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I'm trying to kind of bring that back. Okay. I'm just going to go in with a nice earthy tone on my, maybe like a nice fall color on my lid. So let's see what palette I'm going to use today. Okay, so I'm going to go into this palette, and I'm thinking maybe something like this shade, like a nice cranberry shade. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in with this cranberry shade. That on my lid. Now I have hooded lid, so I have to bring my transition color above my crease so you can actually see. I'm going to put that on my entire lid. We're going to keep it simple and actually use one shade today. Well, maybe two. I'm just gonna add a transition shade. So that's a very nice, so soft, nice fall color. Do you guys want me to put on strip lashes, or I can add the cluster lashes? I think the cluster lashes would be fun. And setting the eyelid made it so much easier for me to blend out my eyelid shade. Just glides on so nice. Add a transition shade so that I can contour my nose, snatch this nose in, girl, and make everything blend out nice. You can always go back and add more color if you need, you know. I'm gonna go in with a nice subtle brown to use this little brown shade right here, and we're going to just go around the perimeter of the, kind of buff out the shade that I placed down. You see how that just buffed everything out and smoothed the outer edges. Demarcation on our face. Okay. Now this is all blended. I'm going to go in with a little bit of this light shade, and I'm going to set my brow bone. going to be contouring my nose. I'm going to go into this. I want a subtle contour. So I'm going to actually go right here and go up into my brows. Okay, let's put that away. Now let's go back in and make sure it's all blended, all blended out. My kimchi powder to actually bake underneath my eyes, and then I'm going to apply my lashes. You can also use this all over your face to kind of filter out, oh, that's too much, to kind of filter out everything else. So that's what we're going to do. This all over. My eye. Even on your eyebrows. Do the lip and then the brows last, okay? We're gonna go in with this shade, this Milani Make It Last. All right, let's get the lips prepared. I'm actually gonna wipe off my lips. Line my lips. I'm gonna try a new lip combo today. Alright, so I'm gonna find a nice brown shade. Nice brown shade. Okay, so let's line the lips. Alright, let's necessarily not into overlining my lips, child, because they're already huge. But I do accentuate my Cupid's bow. I need to sharpen this. Just a tad. All right, now I'm going to use my lipstick palette by Graftobian, and I'm going to find me a nice pink shade. I hope this works out. I've seen Jada on YouTube do this lip combo. This pink shade right here. Oh yeah, that's it. And I'm actually going to paint on. I'm going to paint on the color with a brush. You can actually get a nice blend when you use a brush. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm gonna go over it with, let me reinforce that liner a little bit more. Lip combo for the win. Thank you, Jada girl. Might not be the exact one, but it's close, boo. All right, let's get these eyes together. I like to leave my under eye pretty bare, so let's just get into my definitely leave this just like this if you want. You don't have to go any further. I did. Don't worry, don't panic. It's an easy fix. So I'm just gonna let it dry for a moment and then I'm gonna go and fix it. Okay? Let's make sure all that is blended out nicely. Now I'm gonna go in with my glue. Try a little bit of liner first before I actually put the lash on. Just a thin layer. Very thin. That's pretty much all it wants. Two layers. One more time with the glue. Okay. Don't worry, guys. I didn't think about this corner. I just can't think about that right now. First, let's clean up some of this stuff. After that sits, I usually use my, I can't even see the name of it anymore. This glue to go over. This video started off one thing and then it ended up being something totally different. I was gonna try out a whole bunch of different items and show you what's in my kit, but it ended up being a makeup tutorial. Ain't that funny? I'm not gonna cut any of this out. I'm gonna leave it just like this. That's the beauty of content creating. So let's put all of this back. I have my tweezers, and now I'm just gonna grab the lash clusters. The way my eyes are set up, I really cannot use long lashes. me so happy. So this concludes the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was long and drawn out, but that is the whole purpose. So you can actually see step by step on how to apply your makeup properly, and which steps to take, and how much to use, and what brush to use. All those details matter, you know? And if you always want to rush and watch something just to get a quick fix, you're not ever going to learn anything. So, I appreciate you guys sticking around through this entire video. If you actually made it to this entire video, put a purple heart at the comments. I would truly appreciate it. I'm trying to at least get into 100 likes, but I can't seem to get out of 24. It's been 24 for 5 years. But even though I'm just starting to create videos again, I would like to keep it being persistent and being consistent with creating content. So I hope that you guys found this interesting. Even if it's funny, girl, that's fine. I just appreciate you being here. Now that we're all clean, I can actually exit out this video. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every time that I post a new video. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye. See you in the next one.